All I've been hearing for the last few weeks is there will be no alt season. There's too many coins. There's millions of coins out there. There's not enough liquidity for us to have an alt season. In today's video, I'm going to cover why I think this is absolutely BS. So hit that like button and let's jump into it. Alright, so we're going to jump into this stupid idea over the last few weeks that I'm seeing all over the place on YouTube, on Twitter, all over in Telegram and Discord. There's not going to be any alt season. We're never going to see any profits this year. I think this is absolutely the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life, and I'm going to show you some things in this video why I think it's dumb, and I'm going to show you what's going on with this, so let's jump into it here. So you're seeing posts like this on X. I'm sorry, Anons, but there is no alt season because all of our crypto went into the trenches and never coming back out. We were all exit liquidity for pump fund. We won't have any alt season this cycle. Pump fund diluted everything and it's mathematically impossible to have an alt season now. Coming back from a holiday after 15 days, I was hoping to see a different price for alts. It's getting worse and worse. I said a few months back that I don't think we'll ever see an alt season. You can scroll, you can search on X, there will be no alt season, and you can literally scroll and scroll and scroll, and you'll see post after post after post after post after post. No, though, there's not going to be an alt season. There will be no alt season. Everything is dumping. We may never see an alt season. Alt season is canceled. And then you have some smart people here that say, yes, there will be no alt season for the non-believers. Best of luck. And he's showing a TA chart here where he thinks that the total crypto market cap, minus Bitcoin for alts is going to actually take off from here, and that we're just getting started on this. And you can see the EMA levels here. We're well above all the EMA levels for the total crypto market cap for alts. So kind of keep that in mind. I agree with this. I think we're going much higher than this potentially. So if you take a look at the Wall Street cheat sheet here, the psychology of a market cycle, I've referenced this before. If you guys have been in an alt season before or a real true bull run, you'll know that you'll hit pretty much every feeling in this chart here. And in my opinion, we have never hit the thrill and euphoria stage of this bull run. I don't feel like we've gotten even close to that. I know last bull run in 2021, things got so absolutely ridiculously crazy that we were having people just drop tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars on stupid things like NFTs, little JPEG pictures for your profile. People were literally dropping $10,000, $100,000 on those left and right. You had YouTubers on YouTube launching NFTs and they were selling out in seconds, literally selling out 10,000 NFTs that were worth thousands of dollars in seconds. You have not seen that this cycle. You've seen some meme coins pump, yes. We've seen meme coins pump last bull run. We've seen Doge and others pump last bull run, mostly Dogecoin and some others. But if you look at what's happened this cycle, we have never even come close to this euphoria, thrill and euphoria stage here where people kept saying, we're going higher, we're going higher, and we're going higher. Everybody kept saying that we're going to keep going higher and higher and higher and higher. Everybody is saying the opposite now. Everybody's saying there's going to be no alt season. The bull run is canceled. So when people start saying that, that's when you know a mother of an alt season is coming, in my opinion. The market will do exactly the opposite of what the masses are saying. And the masses are saying that there will be no alt season. So there's going to be, in my opinion, a massive alt season. And that is just my opinion. Obviously not financial advice, but typically these markets will do the exact opposite of what people think they're going to do. We're really in like a disbelief or depression phase right now with altcoins. People out there are depressed because their altcoins are down. They're in the disbelief phase. They are not in and never have been in the thrill and euphoria stage yet this cycle since the halving. We had a little bit of a pump last March. That was while we had an even worse market. We didn't have a pro-crypto administration. We didn't have a pro-crypto president. We didn't have the United States talking about being the crypto capital of the world. Instead, we had the SEC prosecuting every exchange out there and going after literally every single crypto exchange out there last year. And we had higher interest rates than we have now. There was no talk of cutting interest rates, and everything was financially horrible in the beginning of 2024. Yet we still had a pretty decent alt season, mini one, but we still had a much better alt season than we've had so far this cycle. So kind of keep that in mind. ICP was all the way past like over $20 back then. Right now it's at $8. Sure, Solana and XRP have pumped. One of the few coins with some of the meme coins have pumped, but none of the other alts have really taken off. So I don't think we've even come close to starting this bull run. I think we have we're just beginning to get into it here. So we take a look at the post from Benjamin Cohen here. He's saying the reason the vibe is off for this bull run so far is despite Bitcoin being $100,000 is because the advanced decline index, or the ADI, of the top 100 cryptos has been in a downtrend since 2021. And he compared that to 2020 when the ADI, so in 2020 it started going up here. That's the red line. And ever since then we've been going down. So maybe we're in a reversal pattern here where it'll start going up and we'll start feeling that again. We don't know, obviously, because we can't predict the future, but that's what I would think is probably going to happen here. We'll probably start seeing this climb back up potentially, especially with this pro-crypto administration coming in. I think that'll likely happen. And once we start cutting interest rates more, I know Jerome Powell said that they're not planning on cutting any interest rates right now, and they didn't, but I think they will, and I think they'll cut it more than twice this year. And I think they're going to be forced, their hand is going to be kind of forced to do that. They want to say that they want to push against Trump administration to say that they're not going to cut interest rates, but I believe that they will, and that's more than likely what's going to happen as the year progresses here, and we will see an alt season. You also have to remember that people are going to start getting their tax returns over the next few months here, so that is going to bring some free capital into the market as well. People are going to want to spend those, spend their tax dollars that they're getting back on their refunds, so some of that could flow into crypto, and that may coincide somewhat with an alt season as well, and that may have been why we had part of a mini alt season last year in March. So I think with all these combined things, I think we will see an alt season. Typically, another thing is you talk about the total crypto market cap. So far this cycle, we haven't really surpassed the previous bull run's total crypto market cap by much, not even $1 trillion. I think right now we're at like 3.5 or 3.6 trillion total market cap for crypto, including Bitcoin. Last cycle we got to 3.2 trillion, so we are like 10% above that right now. That's absolutely nothing compared to what a new cycle should bring. I would expect the total crypto market cap this cycle to probably get well above $5 trillion total crypto market cap, maybe even 7 to 10 trillion market cap, total crypto market cap. And I think that we're just getting started. I mean, it's like barely not even February yet, and people are still panicking about not having an alt season. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. We really didn't start taking off last cycle until February and March for the alt season. It really started picking up a little bit in February, and then big time in March and April, and then in May we had a big correction in 2021. So I'm going to hold out here and say that we are going to get an alt season, and once you guys actually experience an alt season and see what actually happens in an alt season, if you've never experienced one before, I personally did not feel ever like we were in a true bull run yet compared to 2021, regardless of there being more coins. I don't think that is the excuse at all. Anyone can launch a coin now. There's millions of coins. Does that mean everybody's going to dump millions of dollars total into these coins that are launching? No. 99% of the coins out there you never even hear about. It's just some Joe Schmo launching a new meme coin out there, and people are just launching, hundreds of thousands of them and millions of them all the time. Does that mean money goes into them? No. Most of them have never even heard of it. A lot of these coins people are just creating for fun, for their communities and stuff like that. Just because there's more coins that are going out there into circulation, different new coins, doesn't mean that there's going to be a lot of liquidity going into those. There's no advertisement behind any of those coins. There's no marketing pushes. There's none of that. You're still going to have these projects pushing marketing and advertising for the gaming projects, for the AI projects, and so on, because there are big VCs that have invested in these projects. And once we start getting into a more bullish market, that advertising and that marketing and the YouTubers out there and the influencers on X are all going to be pushing those projects because they are invested in those projects and they're going to want to see returns from it. And that creates hype, that creates FOMO, and you haven't seen any of that yet, but I think it will be coming over the next few months. But obviously I could be completely wrong on this, but my gut tells me that the bull run hasn't even started yet, and these people out there that are saying there's not going to be an alt season, I think they're going to be very, very mistaken over the course of the rest of this year. Now, it may not hit in March, April like it did in 2021 and a little bit last year. It's possible that it doesn't hit until the end of 2025, because that's what happened in like 2017 when Trump got into office. Then the bull run didn't hit until the end of 2017 and into early 2018, but the cycles are kind of a few months off. So that in this cycle, that would be towards the end of this year and probably end by October or November this year potentially, but nobody really knows for sure. There's a lot of people out there talking about how this bull run could go into 2026. Now that is possible, but you want to be really careful and make sure that if we do start getting really bullish and things turn around, we start getting some really big gains, that you're cashing out your coins, not waiting for a top in like early 2026, because it may end well before that. So just be careful of that. And anyone out there telling you that we're going to go into 2026, they could be wrong. So kind of keep that in mind as well. But none of us have a crystal ball, of course. I can't tell you that we're going to get an alt season here, but I haven't seen, in my opinion, I don't feel to me like I felt last cycle at all with that euphoria and everything's going higher and higher and higher. I haven't felt that at all, but I think that it will come, and you'll know it when it comes, that we'll be in a true alt season, and I think that will happen this year potentially. So just kind of hang in there, guys. This is my thoughts on this, and we'll see how it plays out over the next few months, but I'll keep you posted if we start moving into more bullish momentum and some of our coins do start pumping 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100x. I will be sharing on my channel here when I'll be taking profits on all the coins that I've invested in. So far, I haven't taken out any profits because I am planning on having an alt season. I'm actually down on a few of my coins, mostly the gaming coins that I'm down on, because those have been getting hit so hard because the gaming narrative has been completely dead since last March. So anything that launched that I've invested in since last March has been down on price dramatically, but I try to dollar cost average to get my prices down on those. So hopefully when we do take off into a bullish narrative with gaming again, that you know, my average price on those will be lower, and I'll have more significant gains out of those potentially if we get that all season, but I think we will. So we'll see what happens here, guys. That's pretty much what I got for this video. Make sure you hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're interested in my Telegram, the link for that is in the description below. It's absolutely free. If you want to get into my Discord, that is through Patreon. That is also in the description below. Also, if you're in crypto, you should have a VPN. I've got a link for up to 4 months free for NordVPN in the description below. If you want to use that link, it'll give you a discount. It helps me out a little bit as well. I'm not sure. I think I get 3 months free or something if you sign up. So go ahead and check out my link in the description below. I appreciate it, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.